Pretty good news here for Tesla. Their China sales figures have increased pretty significantly. They actually sold 83,200 China-made cars in August, which was a decline of 4% versus last year, but still actually a very good month. And they're about to begin selling the new Tesla Model Y L along with the Tesla Model 3 Plus. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Tesla's had a pretty hard time recently in Europe. Of course, some pretty bad sales numbers coming out of Europe, but China's sales figures are actually still quite good. In fact, they're very good. Surprisingly good considering the competition in China is absolutely ferocious. Tesla continued its sales decline for China-made vehicles last month, says CNF Post, but only by a couple of percent. In fact, I think these figures are pretty good, all things considered. Now, 83,200 vehicles is still a decline on last year's 86,000, but yeah, not by a very significant number. And it is in an increase over July. I mean, in July, Tesla did 67,800. So, I mean, we're talking a 23% increase versus July, the month that just happened. So, you know, if you're Tesla, I think you'd have to take that as a win. Tesla has a factory in Shanghai. I believe it's one of the 3 biggest car factories in the world. It's massive, but its sales performance has declined a little bit in China this year, but honestly, nowhere near as much as places like Europe. From January to August, Tesla China sold 515,550 vehicles, including exports to overseas markets. That represented a 12% year-on-year decrease. So 12% decrease. It's actually, not the kind of shock horror numbers that you would expect though. Yesterday, Tesla lowered the price of its Model 3, the new Model 3 version that comes with 830 kilometers of CLTC range. They lowered the price by $1,400 US. So it would appear that there's not a huge amount of demand for that super long-range Tesla Model 3 version in China. The variant's new starting price is $36,300 US, which was a reduction in price of 3.7%. Not a big difference, to be honest. However, earlier today, Tesla announced that deliveries of the 6-seat Tesla Model Y L have begun in China. So it's going to be interesting to see how popular that car is. In addition to that, Tesla actually are planning on selling a cheaper version of the Model Y, like a base version, has no rear screen, I believe no heated rear seats, a few changes, I believe no acoustic glass, those sorts of things, a few changes to bring a really affordable model to the market. That'll help Tesla. I think that's going to be the biggest help for them this year in terms of their vehicle sales. That said, Tesla did just release their Master Plan Part 4. And to be honest, it doesn't seem like it's really all that much about Tesla's outright vehicle sales. I think Tesla is honestly pivoting away from selling as millions of cars. I don't think that's their priority at all. I don't think that's their focus anymore. But remember, the key parts of Tesla's business that Tesla are actually focusing on are batteries, energy storage. That part of Tesla's business has been a tremendous success story for them this year. The other parts they're really focusing on are, of course, full self-driving. We know that, autonomous robotaxis, and actual robots, so humanoid robots. Those are the 3 areas that Tesla want to dominate. And it totally makes sense. The human labor market is worth 30 times more than the automotive industry, 30 times more. We're talking about, $30 trillion market. So yeah, you can see why Tesla are looking at that and going, let's go for that instead. What are your thoughts? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Tesla just posted its best month for the year, June. Best month for the year in Norway, Australia, and also probably its most important market, China. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Guys, great to have you with us. There is a new video up on our YouTube member section today, so make sure you check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. Tesla just sold 71,600 cars in June. That was in China, and that reversed 8 straight months of year-on-year declines. Actually, a really surprising sales number for Tesla considering, let's be honest, in China, there's so many good EVs and they're so incredibly affordable. They're much cheaper than a Tesla Model Y. And also, there's the new Xiaomi U7. I mean, they got more than 300,000 orders. The new Xpeng G6, the new upgraded version with 500 kilowatt charging. It's a really, really tough market. What does this mean? Well, it's not a great improvement from last year. It was only an improvement of 0.8%. But it's still better than other months, and it means that they increased their sales from May by 16%. May was 61,662. So yeah, nice increase on May of 10,000 vehicles. In the previous 8 months, from October 2024 to May 2025, CNEV Post says that Tesla China's monthly sales, including exports, all declined year on year for every single month. So from October all the way to May, it's a pretty long period of time. Every single month was down. Not every month was down by a lot, but yeah, still every single month was down. So this was the first month where Tesla has been up, and it's not up by much, 0.8%, but it's still something. And in fact, I say, guys, that there's a good chance Tesla will increase its sales from here, even though you might not think so, considering its competition is incredibly tough. The reason I say that is because, well, Tesla just revealed, well, the existing Model 3 and the existing Model Y they sell have been upgraded in China. Both models now get about 100 horsepower more, the long-range versions of these Model 3 and Model Y, but 100 horsepower more. And they also get around 5% more range. That's a big change. We're talking 750 kilometers of CLTC range now. That could lead to some growth. Tesla China, looking at the numbers though, they sold 191,720 vehicles, including exports to overseas markets in the second quarter. That's a decrease year on year of not too bad, 6.8%. And that's despite an 11% increase from the first quarter. I think that's actually pretty good, a decline of 6.8% considering the wild year that Tesla's had. Getting back to the Australian market, I've met quite a few of you guys in Australia at the Melbourne EV Auto Show and at the Noosa EV Show as well, actually, who have just bought the new Tesla Model Y here in Australia.